Welcome, Miss Courtney. I'd like to start off with a little positivity. So, why don't you hit us up with your favorite inspirational quote?
All right. Well, I have two. One is one that my mom always says to me. It's unto whom much is given, much is required, or much is expected. There are two different versions of the saying, and for me, it was just really inspirational because I've been giving a lot of opportunities and a lot of blessings throughout my life, and really figuring out what to do with those is so important in how you change and impact the lives of others. And my other quote is dream the impossible and you will do the incredible. I have huge dreams, and, National American Miss is all about encouraging girls to have dreams beyond belief, because if you keep dreaming big and you keep striving towards those goals, then you're bound to do something incredible.
I love it. Look at you, already going above and beyond with two quotes. All right, so Courtney, tell us a little bit about yourself. We want to get to know you a little bit better, and then tell us about your pageant background.
I started competing when I was 11 years old with National American Miss, and got the pageant bug after that. And I competed in the Miss America organization, or the Miss America's Outstanding Teen organization, and was Miss Virginia's Outstanding Teen, and went on to Miss America's Outstanding Teen and was in the top five. And I decided that I wanted to I took a couple years off and focused on college, and then came back and competed for National American Miss, and here I am. I felt like it kind of came full circle, which was really nice.
Definitely, definitely. So, do you have, I know that National American Miss doesn't require a platform, but do you have a specific cause that you tend to stick to, or a certain organization that you like to volunteer for?
Yes. My platform, which I'm in the process of kind of shifting now that I've kind of gotten away and been on my own as a young adult, is called Desire to Inspire. And as a teen, it started out as just a mentoring program, and encouraging people to become mentors and become positive influences in their communities. And it doesn't matter how old or young you are, you can still be a mentor. And now I'm slowly finding that it's taking it to the next level, and that's being a mentor within your field. And for me, it's the performing arts. I've done a lot of community service involving going to nursing homes and going to local schools, elementary and middle schools, and talking about the arts and doing arts and crafts, or singing, or teaching them how to beatbox with my acapella group. And it's all about really finding what you're passionate about and changing the lives of others through that passion that you have.
I love it. So, can you give us a little snippet of beatboxing?
Oh no, okay, me. That's why I said my acapella group. I've tried, but we go in the Jamie Overtones. That's the co-ed acapella group I'm a part of, and there are about four of us in the group, not myself included, that can beatbox. But it's really, I've tried. But all I can do is really like, for kids, we start them out by saying boots and cats, because you get the basic like formation. It's like boots and cats, but that's pretty much all I can do. It's really, it's fun. It's fun to try, but I'm not an expert yet.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna be saying that all day. Boots and cats and boots and cats.
You just keep going with it. Boots and cats, and yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, you sound way better than I just did. So, Courtney, tell us, what is your favorite pageant memory?
When I look back on my pageant experiences, and I'd have to say any time that I was able to connect with the judges, because I love talking with people, I love getting to know people, and anytime that I'm able to let them see a piece of me, that's definitely something that stands out to me. My interview for Miss America's Outstanding Teen was one of my favorite interviews, because they really challenged me as a person and as a young adult and a young woman. But other than that, just the experiences that I get to spend with other girls who are also pursuing changing the world, or they're pursuing the same dreams that I am. Because it's not every day that you get to be around young women who are extremely motivated, driven, and determined. And so it just being able to surround myself with women of of that caliber is really special as well.
Great, great. And tell us a story about a specific door that pageantry has opened for you.
Oh well, there are a couple, but I was thinking about this, and you know I'd say that beyond pageantry, it's really opened up the doors of being able to communicate with people. And every single college audition I went to or college interview I went to, I was so prepared at 17 years old to go in there and talk with complete strangers. And I actually got accepted to every single college I applied to because of the interview practice and skills that I gained from the different organizations I competed in. And I actually got scholarships to most of them. I think it was 9 out of 10 I got scholarships to those colleges. So just that doorway of that personal growth that I gained through pageantry is so important and was integral in my ability to get into the colleges that I wanted to.
Wow. Yes, communication skills will take you a long way, no matter what your goal is. If you are like yourself, Courtney, and into the fine arts, or if you want to be a doctor or a teacher, whatever it is you want to be, learning those communication skills through pageantry will definitely take you a long way. Good. Okay, so we're going to kind of switch gears now that we've gotten to know you personally and your background and your kind of pageant history. We want to see and learn from you how you were successful in pageantry. So we want to kind of dive into that. So how did you prepare for National American Miss?
Well, it's been years of experiencing and being a part of this great program. So just kind of growing through what they could teach me about, I remember my first workshop at 11 and like pretty feet and working on a personal introduction and, basic interview questions. So that was kind of like the jumping off point. And what my main philosophy is that if you grow as a human being and you grow as a person, then you will be so prepared for your competition. And it's more about growing as an individual than it is just necessarily preparing for a specific pageant. So for me, I will make it my goal to go out and talk to as many people that I don't know as I can. So if I'm in the library, I'll go over and start a conversation. Not too aggressive, just kind of people are. I'm lucky because people are pretty friendly on my campus, and it's all about just being prepared, especially for interview, being prepared to have a conversation and have an opinion and having a stance on something. That's kind of how I practice for an interview. For personal introduction, I wrote my personal introduction and I would practice it in my car, driving on the way to school. As you can see, I'm in my car right now. So that's basic, practice makes perfect. Once you get it so that it's second nature, you can just say it and it doesn't matter how you say it, you can say it differently every time, but you're still going to know the words, the basic words of it. And I guess I kind of attribute that to my acting background, just memorizing or learning lines. I learn the personal introduction, but I don't learn it in a specific way. And that keeps it fresh every time that I do it. But I know the words because it's talking about yourself and it's presenting yourself to your judges and to an audience. Evening gown, I'm always trying to stay poised or sit up tall and sit up straight. So that definitely helps with evening gown and slowing down. I know for a lot of people that's really a struggle because you get on the stage and you're like, I'm walking slowly, but the adrenaline starts pumping. So it's just getting all of these skills into your body so that it's growth as a person beyond competition.
That is, gosh, I feel like you just dropped so many value bombs right now. That is such great advice to take it beyond the competition, right? The whole point of pageantry is to develop these communication skills. So what better way to practice it than out there in the real world and when you're in the library and striking up a conversation with somebody and just learning the lines to your personal introduction as opposed to concentrating on how you're going to deliver them to keep it fresh. That is such great advice. Really nice, Courtney. So what is one habit that you attribute to your pageant success?
What habit?
Yes, one habit that you attribute to your pageant success.
I guess the fact that I'm really driven when it comes to setting a goal. I work extremely hard to attain that goal, or at least to work towards it, because part of the growth is in the journey. So even if you're working towards a pageant and you get there and you do the very best you can, but you don't win, that's okay, because you either win or you learn through the process. And that's something that my grandfather always told me, my pop. He said, when I started competing, you either win or you learn. And for me, that's so important, because nobody's a loser. Nobody loses if you take something away from it. And I think that the positivity that I've learned, and the positivity that I have within myself, and that I've learned from my parents, and those morals and values definitely helped me when I was competing, or when I compete in the future. Just seeing the positives of everything.
Either you win or you learn. That's going to be
Yes.
my new inspirational quote, thanks to Pop there.
He's probably one of the most brilliant men I have ever come across. And he's in his 90s now, and he's still completely, his brain is completely there. It's really remarkable.
Well, I'm so glad that you have such a positive influence in your life. That's awesome. 90s and still kicking. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so other than the typical be yourself, what is the best pageant advice you can offer somebody?
I'd say go into the pageant. We all have the goal of winning, but I'd say go into the pageant with an open mind to experience opportunities, people, because that way you can take away so much more if you're open to accepting it. If you're like a clean slate, and you're willing to meet these new people and welcome them into your life, or you're able to get up on stage and talk about yourself, or get into an interview room and talk about topics that you may not have prepared for, but that you have an opinion on. And I don't know. For me, it's part of being yourself is just being readily available and readily accessible to an experience. And that's what it is. It's an experience that you can use to grow and carry with you and have memories from.
I think that's really good advice, being open to new experiences and looking kind of beyond just the competition at hand, seeing what else you can gain. That's awesome. So we're almost done here, but we want to know, Courtney, how can we connect with you? What can we follow you somewhere? Do you have a website? Where can we connect with you?
I have a couple things. I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
My Instagram is Courtney Alexandra J.
Okay.
And you can also follow me on Twitter under Yo It's Coco. I've kept that Twitter name since high school, so I can't bring myself to change it.
I know. I just had to change my future famous since the AOL instant messaging days.
Yes. And I also have a personal website.
Okay.
Should I say it, or should I email it to you? Because
if you want to email it to me, and I'll put these all on the website so people can have them and click them and go directly to you.
Okay, wonderful. Because that's my like personal acting, photography, modeling website. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, good. We look forward to connecting with you in these various areas. Thank you for all of your advice and your guidance. You have helped our audience here, and we wish you the best of luck and have fun at Nationals this year.
I know I can't believe it quickly, but I'm very excited for the next National American Miss, or even just for the girls who get up there and have a great time, because I'm gonna be there, having fun, joking around, hopefully putting them at ease, but
good. They'll need that. They'll need that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Courtney.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Of course. You have a great day, okay?